I mean, few things probably surprise you as regards foreign policy of these NATO European nations, but what did you make of the British Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer using a phrase that is now used across Europe, was used on Thursday, the EU and UK calling themselves the coalition of the willing, echoing the Iraq war invasion which killed, wounded or displaced tens of millions of people in this region where I'm speaking to you from?
Well, yes, and it was almost like paying homage to Bush and Blair and their illegal war, which saw 1 million Iraqis killed and slaughtered, and the destruction of that country. It sort of tells you where these people are going. And we also hear them repeating the Netanyahu slogan, peace through strength. And, you know, this is the direction that these people are clearly going. I mean, the truth is they've been on a military bend for a long number of years now, and they seem to be dumbing down on it. It's interesting that the figures that they're talking about 800 billion on defence, they've even come out and said that Europe has to get used to trimming its welfare budget, because they obviously haven't got the money for paying for all of this, if we want to become a warfare state. And of course, nobody asked the people of Europe about that. Quite clearly, people would much prefer to see that money spent on things that would actually make them safe, like a roof over their head, enough food on the table to deal with the devastating cost of living crisis that these people caused in the first place with their ridiculous response to an involvement in NATO's incursion on Russia's border, and tragically using Ukraine in that aim. I mean, it is disaster all around, and they're actually doing the absolute opposite of what they should be doing. And the consequences for Europe, if this keeps going, will be devastating, in my opinion. It already has been. But rather than seizing on an opportunity for peace on the continent of Europe, they seem to be desperately doing everything they can to make sure that there's some sort of a war going, or even getting worse. I mean, It's astounding. I can't make it out myself. I mean, I knew that these were the most incompetent group of leaders ever at the helm of Europe, but they're largely incoherent as well, because while they're whinging about the US, at the same time, they're whimpering at Donald Trump's feet and saying, oh, no, we want to work with you. We will increase our military spend. We'll bring it up to 5%. We'll go there. It's disastrous for Europe.